Okay, folks, welcome to another edition of Questions Protestants Can't Answer. Today's question is this: are you an infallible interpreter of Scripture? I'm John Martignoni, president and founder of the Bible Christian Society. And this question comes more, not from a particular verse of the Bible, but more a general biblically based question. Because I am often told as a Catholic that what I believe or my interpretations of Scripture are not correct, that my beliefs are not found in Scripture, or that my beliefs actually contradict Scripture, or that my interpretations of Scripture are somehow wrong or flawed. And so I ask the question of the people who say these things to me: is your interpretation of the Bible infallible? Are you an infallible interpreter of Scripture? And the reason I ask that is because the basis for someone telling me that I'm wrong, that my Catholic beliefs are wrong, that my interpretations of Scripture are wrong, the basis for them saying that is their interpretation of Scripture. They're not basing it on some church's authority. They're basing it on how they read and interpret the Bible. Well, are you an infallible interpreter of Scripture? You know, most Protestants will say, but pretty much every Protestant I know says, that the Pope is not infallible when he teaches on faith and morals, that no man is infallible. Well, if no man is infallible, then that means when you interpret Scripture and try to tell me I'm wrong based on your interpretation of Scripture, you could be wrong. Have you ever thought about that? You could be wrong in your interpretation of Scripture because you're not infallible. You are not an infallible interpreter of Scripture. So what you're telling me, what you're teaching me, could be wrong. You have to at least hold out that possibility because you're not infallible, again. So the question for today is, are you an infallible interpreter of Scripture? Think about it. Pray about it. That's it for now, but be sure to check out all of the free apologetics materials, CDs, MP3 downloads, apologetics newsletters, all free at BibleChristianSociety.com. BibleChristianSociety.com.